Bumblebee. You can tell it's the freshest tasting tuna. And you know something? Kids can tell too.
Yum, yum, bumblebee, bumblebee tuna. I love a sandwich made.
What? I just had an alien crawl up my ankle through a little hole in my foot and is now controlling my body. And the bumblebee tried to kill me again. It's been a rough week, but you are here and so are we. Reseller news now!
Aloha!
The dog is up. The dog is active. Be careful of his tiny little teeth. You're the baby. You're the tiniest baby. Oh my gosh. Did you hurt in your back on painkillers? This the last day of some more painkillers for you?
No,
you're a little
tomorrow.
Junkie? Oh, is it tomorrow? Okay.
Yeah.
Good. He had a rebound this week. So let me start off by saying sorry to my members. I have been reminded that last week and the week before I did no special treats for the members because we have been out of our mind. Scott, Bearded Picker, has posted somewhere on the internet a spreadsheet regarding all of my whereabouts for the past 2 weeks and is kept up and has informed me that I suck for not doing that, but we were so busy, so we had to take care of him. Plus, the alien crawled into the tiny hole in my foot and took over my body. And I know that's true because my finger is twitching a little tiny bit.
This guy, I tell you.
My mouse finger. So, but welcome everybody to Reseller News Now! And I bet you're all here wondering, why are we quitting reselling? I'll tell you why.
That's news to me.
Because it's a lie. That's why. Thank you. Frankly, we don't have any options. So, I mean, we could go out and maybe figure out some options, but no, we're reselling. This past week has been come see, come saw, or, whatever is not great or bad.
Yeah. I feel like we've been really busy with
we're out of our minds.
Prepping product and organizing the warehouse that
eyeballs.
I've been too distracted to notice sales.
You're
more the person that's focused.
I'm not focused on it.
Yeah, but you're the one that watches this.
We have no life balance currently. We are in Q4 prep. We have been listing just like eyes up to eyes asleep for the past 2 weeks, and we will continue to do so for the next 2 weeks. I don't know which way time runs anymore. It's kind of confusing. But I do think that what I'm going to do as a detente? Is it detente? Well, just to make up for the fact that I didn't do a whole bunch of videos last week or the week before. This week, I'm not promising it, but if I did a video a couple times this week, then that would be great and make up for it. That's all I'm saying.
Okay, don't be that person that says you're going to do
I'm not promising. In fact,
because last week you said the very
there's a
same
70% chance I will not do what I'm saying right now. Thank you. So it's up to you whether to believe me or not. That's what kind of makes this channel thrilling. Is he going to follow through or not? We don't know. But I am here on Monday and Wednesday for sure. And the members who are the most important people to us, really, for YouTube, because it is members are our backbone. Obviously, I know that, but I feel like probably I would treat you like Billy Zane at the end of Titanic and just step on your heads out to the rowboat, to the life vest, and then just leave all my members on the Titanic. I hope I'm not like that, but you don't know. We just don't know me.
Well,
I'm an unknown quantity.
That is very true. There's the members, and then there's our regular subscribers too, our core subscribers that are always here.
But
watching.
we're there for you, the core. Mm-hmm. It's the members who are looking for a little something extra that deserve something
right,
extra.
You got to give them something
That's
extra.
what I'm going to do. I just don't want to Billy Zane them. That's what I'm saying. I'm trying not to Billy Zane you. I mean, I like jumping from head to head on the way to the... That'd be awesome. If you could combine Billy Zane from the end of Titanic with Frogger 3. Thank you. TM, Frogger 3. You're no Kimo. Lag would be reaching down and helping me on the boat. Go! Lag would be, okay, we got him. Go, go, go. It's like, there's nobody else on the boat. I don't care. That's how we do it. Lag. Back to the basement where it's safe. Aloha to Ryan, to Record Crate. Aloha, Callie Debs. WTF. Bearded Pickers last. That's Monkey. AOG Gusto. I put a little like flair on that, AOG Gusto, because I don't really know what that means, but I think it's it deserves some AOG Gusto. Am I right?
Hey, you guys.
Hey.
Hey, you guys!
Is that what it means, AOG Gusto? Do you know what Via Alegre means? Via Alegre, it's not the same. But in California, it was a TV show in the 70s, I guess. And it was.
Did you say it's been a rough week?
It's been a rough week. It's Monday.
Because
over.
Axe Monkey's like, been a rough week.
It's been a rough
Monday.
week. No, this is it. It's we've got a case of the Mondays here. Last week was an entire case of the Mondays, start to finish. The previous week was him. Was he in surgery?
That was 2 weeks ago. But then last week he started having issues again.
Yeah, so we had.
I don't know. It's
He's fine.
It has stressed me like crazy.
She turns into like
I'm not
powdered
good.
toast, and it's not. She's not reconstitutable. So if he starts to like fall apart, she just turns. It's very hard to like scoop the powder. It takes like 6 or 7 scoops. It's like if her body just turned to a powder, it's 6 or 7 scoops to put in a bucket. You're going to carry the bucket. You got to put the dog in the bucket with the powder. And then you got to carry the bucket with the powder to the car. It's so much.
And then you have to add a little wet water.
But you won't reconstitute. You just turn into mud.
Did you say hi to Biff? He says checking
did
into
not.
the eBay poorhouse.
Yes,
Porky Picker Chad, aloha.
Wait, we missed somebody.
Harper's
We have
Hope,
Silver Hair
hi.
Stalkers here too. What? You
Silver
missed-
hair.
Let me hold on. I gotta get it.
Harbor's Hope, aloha lag. He says do a video of the warehouse basement.
One of these days. So lag, just to tantalize you, to titillate you with tantalizations. We have an actual basement at our home. Ooh, we have a basement that has a tiki bar that is mostly just a corner of old sewage and mouse poop, but it will be a tiki bar, I assure you. Aloha. And you go through a little grotto, like a fern grotto, and then you hear like space noises, and then you go to the tiki bar, and then you forget that you're in our basement, but then you remember because it smells a little bit like a basement. So that is but that also smells like Pirates of the Caribbean or whatever. So it's kind of like fun, like maybe I'm lost in Disney in Burlington, but I'm in your basement, and then hopefully it's that great of an experience. But we're supposed to bring back the Tiki show in the fall, and guess what it is right now?
That is not fall yet.
In 3 days or something. 5 days?
No, it's like the 21st, yeah.
Yeah, well, what's today?
Well, you're right.
Let's
you
do
said 3
some.
days.
Hey, let's do a little arithmetic. It's the 16th of September, I believe. Let me know if I'm wrong. That fall starts on the 21st,
Pokey's doing
probably.
stuff.
Could be 22nd, could be 20th. Don't know. Not a pro, but I think it starts in like 5 days.
Did you say hi to Carla and
We didn't
Jen?
even get there yet.
Oh.
Because that's how crazy this has been. How crazy Monday's been. Carla, aloha with the kitty cat lion.
The
Alternate.
Pokies.
Jen, did you see Jen? Jen.
I did say aloha.
Aloha
Or
to
I
you
did
as
say
well.
Jen.
Hey, you guys love it. We said Axe, because Axe Monkey pointed out that it is only Monday, and it's going to be a rough week, yes. More rough, probably. Actually, it's not going to be. What it's going to be is a completely unbalanced eBay, critical to just not get blood clots and get up and walk around, because that's how sitting and just cranking out hundreds and hundreds of drafts right now.
He got those little inflatable things you put around your ankles and they go.
Massage. I got one for my whole body. It's like a big squeezy tube. and thunder shirt, so it makes me feel really cozy. And you can get a water one where you're like just like underwater. Bloop, 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 bloop. So what happened is, okay, I'm gonna be honest with you guys. Okay, so I went to go drink my pea protein today. My regular pea protein. You put in the almond milk, you mix it up. It's like 21 grams or whatever. Didn't have any almond milk, so I used the Stoke coffee. So I made my protein shake with Stoke coffee, and I am just shot out of a cannon. Look at my finger. That's the alien. That's the tiny alien that crawled in my foot. And look how he's making me hold my hand. It's weird. And look how that fingernail is like tucked into that fingernail. And it's all wrong. I'm not doing this to me. It's remote controlled lag. Thank you. I don't want to scare anybody away with my manic behavior.
You're making me laugh.
It's, she stuck with me. So
You reminded me of Chris Farley just then.
I hope not. I'm like I guess 55 is not a bad run if you lived like Chris Farley.
He was in his 30s, right?
I think he was only 27, wasn't he? Everyone dies at 27 or 32. I can't remember.
Okay.
Like, there's a 27.
So, and I did.
Quirky Mika Chat is here! Did you say hi to Quirky Mika
I
Chat?
did, yeah. In Harbor's Hope, I said hi.
Thank you. Aloha, Harbor's Hope.
Lag is funny. Saying, I would give you a hand onto the boat.
Mm-hmm. That's right. And then he pulls out a little go-go gadget motor. Even though we're like in the 1910s, he's got a little future motor to pull out so that we can leave all the other people behind.
So true, Monkey.
Maybe threaten us.
The biggest hurdle of reselling is knowing what day it is.
I agree. It's also hard to find the right buttons with the right sound effects. This is also one of the balance issues.
I love AO and all of his Costco commentary.
That's where we're down.
The Costco guy who checks the receipts actually checks the number of items, and I had 2 different receipts, and the number was off, and I had only given him 1 receipt.
What?
And then he noticed it was off. Oh, lucky for me, I had the second receipt.
Well, I understood that. I do know that they count stuff, but they only count certain. This is my understanding.
I thought
if
it was
Curious
like the
Collection Will was here, he would know.
I thought it was they were also making sure that the bottom basket thing.
See, this is like eBay being our
idea.
friends. Like, oh, eBay's your friends. No, eBay's not your friends. Costco's not looking to help you out. They're making sure you're not robbing them. That's all. But the thing, I think they look for. I'm not actually. You know what? I don't know this for fact, so this is like probably inaccurate. But let's just say it sounds right.
Okay, can you stop?
They look for like waters, big things in your cart. So they check like a couple of things, not like they can't. So they count all the items. They can't count all the items. So they count. They go like you have 4 waters, and they go, oh yeah, 4 waters, and they go, oh you have 4 vodkas. Oh yeah, 4 vodkas, and then where's the meat? How much meat do you have? Because that's the next question.
Okay, Carl, eBay Life, aloha. Nice to see you here. I hope things are going well for you.
I stole the title of this from his. I don't know if that's short, because you know how they show shorts for a really long time. So I don't know if Carl had a fresh short up about work balance life, eBay balance life.
Yeah, they do. Sometimes I'm like,
they recirculate them like a year later,
and then it's like, oh no, it's not.
And it was back, and it was using
already,
Opus clips, and sometimes Opus clips are old, but sometimes people still use them. But there was like a flood of Opus clips like a year ago. Remember? Are you done with your eating, and now you've gone to bed? Oh, hi, Peekaboo. Hi, Peeks. How come you're so cute? I'm not going to turn it.
Yeah, Carlo was saying.
Plug up your nostrils.
Carl
turn you into a pillow.
Saying that he's moving forward as best he can, or they can.
Are you guys getting? You think you guys are getting hit worse in England than we are in the here?
I wonder.
Because I mean, we definitely are. Well, we are working super hard. Our inventory is, I'm gonna say, super good. Hand me that thing behind you, that round thing. But point being, it's new, it's fresh. Like, we're selling stuff that I have sold this stuff before, but it's not. Oh, it's off the wheels. Oh, what happened? Oh my gosh, this is like. This is how balanced we are in our eBay real and work life. Is that our car has no wheels? We're like up on 2 wheels with the steering wheel. There's no wheels on the other side. We're balanced, yes, but it's on 2 wheels. It's precarious. And anyway, so that's a great thing. That'll sell for like $800. You're welcome. Thank you. That was just, this whole beginning of the show is very odd. Very odd person. Very odd.
Yeah, you.
How am I going to segue into what we sold? Okay, I'm just going to segue into what we sold. Because I thought, don't I have to add something to the show that's
Well,
like...
can we say, like,
blah,
finish
blah,
saying hi
blah?
to people?
Yeah, we totally can. We can totally
Blah,
do
blah,
that.
blah. How dare you?
Yeah,
You have had
Pops,
enough.
know.
I swear that's last Wednesday you ate so many treats while we were live that it hurt your teeth, so no more.
Okay. Lag is
Eat buyer's
titillated.
choice. Aloha.
Flippin' ain't easy. Who's
Flippin'
here?
Flipping
I hope-
ain't easy.
How's Jenna feeling?
Hope she's feeling better. Saw you guys on the little
Oh.
show with the tree cat. She was there.
Oh, right.
I saw the tree cat.
That's right. She did look good, and you're right. Didn't make that connection.
Yeah, we're in the grind mode, John, too. I say we're definitely grinding. I'm not even looking at the money this week because it's all we're just listing Q4 insanity because we have so much inventory that if it doesn't get on eBay, then we lose the battle through that way. So it's just lists.
And he said that he is fighting through some back issues. Yikes.
I'm sorry. I thought you meant back issues. Like, Playboys. Like he was going through a whole bunch of back issues. No? Wrong? Sorry. You know what I hate? Back issues.
While dealing with large items. But
It's the worst.
Grinding through it.
Yeah.
Oh, man. Back issues are so awful.
You got to get one of those wrestling
I'm so
championship
sorry.
wrestling
That
belts, and those
stinks.
help. You put it around, and it makes like your torso all solid.
Which I didn't watch.
I don't know if they make one
I
big
didn't
enough
watch
for me,
the
but-
full tree cat video with John and Jenna, but what I
did.
see, it was really great.
I seen it all.
It was nice seeing them being interviewed because
Yeah. It was like there
he's
was an
always
origin story of
interviewing-
how he
Yeah,
rose
I
to
really liked it.
how he rose to power.
Yeah, it was nice. That tree cat, you guys should take a look if you didn't already. Amy, aloha.
We know the
Hope you two
proper
are doing
dispersion
well.
of children amongst them.
Well,
Well, I think that Jenna, without going back and verifying, Jenna has a son. Am I right?
they said 4 kids and 5 granddaughters.
Yeah,
right?
5 granddaughters. I'm just like,
But I
holy
don't
cow.
know how the kids.
I gotta say, you guys live like you've had a totally different life experience than we have. It's amazing when you say 5 grandchildren. What the who?
I mean, I can't even imagine having a kid.
I can count up to the number of grandchildren we have. Hold on. No, subtract that one. Carry that one, right? And then you come up with 0.
You put your pea in your coffee. What's the benefits of that?
My pea protein goes in my coffee. That's the one you get at Costco, the big jug of
Ryan resells
organic
Infinity.
pea powder,
Aloha.
plant protein. It's the show that's on every Saturday. It's the Plant Power Pea Protein Power Hour on
You are
eBay.
hilarious today.
I am on
I mean,
coffee.
you're funny every day, but you are like
I'm on coffee.
beyond out of this world.
It's
That little alien that got up into your
it's
foot.
crawled up. I have this little flap in my foot. It's miniature. It's like 1 centimeter. I don't know what it is, but it's like a little triangle flap that does
It's not
not.
a flap. It's like
It doesn't heal.
a scar tissue.
It's like scar or something, and it sometimes just like
I'll be
activates.
like, massage my feet, and I'm like, oh, that thing's in the way.
The pokey little triangle is in the way, and I got it in Hawaii. So this
I
even
swear,
adds
it's
to the
like-
fact that it's an alien
it's-
porthole or
It's like a little teeny
it's a-
piece of a shell
it's
that
an
got permanently wedged
entry
in your
into
soul.
my, captain's
permanently
chair.
wedged into your soul.
And this morning, I'm sitting here and my foot's a little flexed. All of a sudden, I felt somebody crawl up my foot and into the portal and into my finger, where he drives my body. Thank you. I'm not crazy. That doesn't sound crazy, does it?
Mike Seller, aloha. Wait, what?
E-Buyer's Choice, aloha. Amy Nesbitt, did you say hi to her? Aloha
did.
to an Amy. Ryan Resells Infinity, you're here. It's Monday. I'm off my meds. If I had meds, I'd be off them right now. What else? Mike Seller is here.
Forgot how to tell time.
Very
Trust me.
disappointed.
Our clock right above our monitor here, our camera, it's just flashing 6:18.
Since the last power outage, and I haven't put it back because I got to move everything to get up there. And
Yeah, because he has all his little
so we don't know what time
display
it is.
stuff right in front of it.
We're not doing that. I'm not playing that game with Mother Nature.
Hey, Pokey, you're gonna hurt your tiny teeth. Are you very disappointed, Primo, that when I tell you that almonds don't give milk? That's true.
The thing is, almonds do have teats. WTF? You just haven't looked closely enough. I have milked an almond. Have you seen what was that movie? Milk Cats. It's with Ben Stiller. It's
Meet the Fockers.
Meet the Fockers. And he talks about milking the cats because he grew up on a farm in Chicago, which wasn't really a farm. It was actually built in the early farm style, and he milked cats. And then what's his name says, you can milk anything with nipples? And he goes,
Yes,
can you milk me, Greg? Can you milk me, Greg?
What's weird is I think the almond milk that we buy.
Milk. It's milk with an E.
It's milk. It's not MILK.
No, it's
milk.
illegal. It's illegal to call it milk. They have to call it beverage.
I swear it says almond milk on the one we buy. But most things say almond beverage.
If anybody has spent any time in the history of the planet litigating not calling it almond milk because it doesn't come from a teat, that it must be called almond beverage, people have wasted time. Precious time that we could have used to cure cancer or something important, not just to call it almond milk. Am I right? This season's got me crazy. I'm crazy. We don't talk politics on here. There will be no discussion of politics. Any politics shall be kiboshed. See?
I learned today is Monday, but I still don't know what year. And asks, okay, yours irrelevant. You're all good.
Matter.
Ryan had three $800 plus days last week.
Nope.
And a half.
Ryan,
very, very good.
Okay, we are going full communist. I'm sorry, I can't do political, but
no.
I think Ryan needs to share his money with the rest of us. Thank you. Yes.
Always wear fresh shorts. eBay.
It's important. It's important.
Oh, yeah.
Or no shorts.
Mike Sellers.
It's as fresh as you can get.
Pokey
Cheeky,
emojis.
even. What happened? Wait, you just read it and didn't read it out loud. Tell us. Tell us your inner monologue.
When I engage in Costco conspiracies, I wear my rotisserie chicken lid on my head.
Yeah. Just fit it right on the warm little chicken sock right in your head.
What is Carl saying?
It's like a chicken do-rag.
With the way
it was in style at one point. Chicken do-rag.
Okay, yeah. So when you were asking earlier if the UK has it harder with eBay, Carl is saying with the way the platform flips daily, it's hard to say if the UK is better or worse than the USA.
I mean, I'll tell you that.
Aloha, Jenna.
Jenna's here too. Aloha, Jenna. Hecka low horns. Listen to this. Can you hear that even?
You are so funny.
They're tiny horns. They must be played, but we can bring down the volume a little bit.
You guys were really cute on the Tree Cat show.
Yeah, I loved it.
And John was saying...
And I can't wait because they're going to catch up soon.
John!
What happened? What happened?
His rib popped out of place in the right side. Can you move the pointer finger?
No, I can't because you'll say something.
Right side of my back over the weekend.
Cringe.
What the hell do you do? Do you have to wrap your ribs? How? Oh, God.
Do you have to
Has that happened to you before? That is...
I'm trying to think of different ways I would do it. You need some sort of a rolling device so you can gently roll it back in, like with a roller.
Big J, aloha.
You know, like I know what. You know, like when they put ink, like sometimes ink, like you put the ink on something, like on a plate to make a newspaper, and you have a roller device, like
sort
a roller.
Like a stamp.
I wonder if they make a medical one of that to put your rib back in, because that sounds hecka gross.
Big Dre was saying
Not to mention painful.
sold a biker jacket for $120, a camcorder for $150 yesterday,
Bam,
plus
you
a
take
shirt
that.
and shoes for $50 today, and a Miss Pac-Man plush for $20. Sounds like you have
Big
some
Dre.
fun stuff.
Oh, you know what? So
Good.
hold on.
Nice
So
sales.
look at this. It's very important to point this out. Yeah, let's show you what we sold because now we're talking about that. So boring as heck. Here's just some of the things that sold like yesterday. They're not big number sales at all, but I sold the little candle pilgrims.
That he bought last year for us, and then he bought so many candles he kept what he wanted. And
So what I did was the secret plan, which is to spend too much on the things that I really want, and then buy like a whole bunch of collections, then keep the pieces out of those I want, and then sell off the mass for more than I paid for the stuff I
just
kept.
realized.
So it always works out that way. Never fails. Always perfect. That's my name, Mr. Perfect.
What are you doing, Pokes?
What is he doing?
He's digging for gold.
Can he stop moving? Pokey, you're distracting me. I can't think.
Okay, so what do you have here? You
I
have
see
the
14
candles,
of you.
the pilgrim,
Oh, sorry.
the pilgrim candles.
They're okay. Pilgrim. These aren't important things, but these little.
but they're on
Terra
eBay for a reason. We want to sell them.
This stuff's been on here for a year. Is my point, right? All this stuff is at
Oh,
least a year.
right.
So these candles are since last Thanksgiving. These diachrome are probably 2 years. These are pre
So we are having a good
Transformer.
round of
The-
older products
Yeah.
selling.
The Lego boxes, the storage.
You know what?
Somebody wants
That top Lego box is so annoying because the
Yeah,
handle
yeah.
doesn't, the opening
It's
doesn't
so
go
annoying.
all the way through.
Guess what?
So you can't really hold it.
Don't
like
look at the
a little
guy's name, but
briefcase.
this other guy owns it now. His name's David.
Oh, yeah.
And then, still to this day, you can sell a, not perfect, scratched up Kennedy button. It's only $5.
When I went to pull that out of
but
our,
I get $4.99
out of our
shipping. That's a
bins,
minimum
I was
shipping we get.
expecting like a really big pin.
So along with that motif, then we go over
And
to.
it was so tiny. It's
so
like the
wait.
size of a quarter.
Okay, so this was junk drawer, which is where most of our activity is now. We also sold this, which when I picked it, so we bought this for $1 last week, and things are selling. Also, new stuff is selling, and then old stuff is selling. So
And
I guess
this,
that's how it's supposed to work.
This looks really similar to the Sirocco,
Which is
which is
plastic?
like that plastic stuff.
but this was cast aluminum.
This was bad.
See,
Oh, wait,
you're getting excited.
oh,
You gotta get excited.
oh,
Who can tell us first? Who's all the details?
But believe it or not, these things are really popular. These eagle.
They're super popular.
And it's a convex mirror, but people like them.
The peeps. dig.
Whenever we've had them, they sell within a week.
This is true. Factual. That was this creepy mask that we already sold. Now over on one of our on our other account, our media account, we listed tons and tons of vintage Mercedes manuals and stuff last night, and this was the first thing to pop.
This little
like
itty
within
bitty
an
manual.
hour.
Look at how small it is.
Sold for, excuse me, $150, not $220. It says that, but it was.
You
$150.
took the best offer.
Yes, but the $90 was the top one that has sold in the past 3 years. And I'm like, no.
Was this the only one on eBay now?
I am the price maker. Yes, it was. I set the price. I tell you what you're going to pay for it. And thankfully somebody, gave me an offer on the $220.
I'm just like,
Well, no,
God, I
sent
hope it's what they
I
realize
sent
it
an
is.
offer.
Or think it is.
Well, whatever. But people who, these are not purchased by, you don't spend $150 on this if you didn't know what it was. I wouldn't think.
Yeah, true. Okay.
And it's for a 1970 Mercedes, so it's somebody who's old enough to hopefully not buy a whole bunch of fishing floats and not realize they're just bobs and not huge floats, like we are.
Like we did that time.
Yeah.
It does say handbook.
So here you can see a lot of the different manuals we sold, or selling. Sorry, we didn't sell them all yet, and how they're on sale. So I sold. So what I do is I
look at
list
the
them all.
prices.
Yeah, look how much these are. This is a 1963 Mercedes 190. Those are at $360. That's how much they go for. I don't know. I can't tell you not to say that. But they're Mercedes service repair manuals and stuff. Chances are you're not going to find them, but if there is a bolo in here today, everyone pretty much who has worked with books knows that car service manuals are worth money. I mean, it's not really a bolo. It is a bolo. It's not really a thing. I'm not going to look at private messages until after I switch back to here. Then I'm going to go see what somebody said to me.
So Biff was saying they're...
Oh, my gosh.
They're...
Hi, I was seeing when you will be able to ship my orser.
Just say you're shipping today.
I shalln't.
They just did an S instead of a
No, that's
D.
the first one. I'm just saying that. No, that wasn't the point. I was just sort of going. I've been hearing about people, especially James, who people buy stuff and they're like, "Have you shipped it yet?" Or they buy it on like a Sunday night and they're like, "Have you shipped it yet?" Things like that. And I'm like, I don't get that very often.
It might be for a gift.
It was for Girls, Girls, Girls by Motley Crue cassette, and I can see how you can be pretty hot to trot. Is that a song on here? Hot to Trot? I don't really know if they actually sang a song called Hot to Trot, but it seems like it would go right on here very nicely.
Biff was saying that they're dripping like flies at the side gig, and I'm on my 4th week of 5 days over there. I only put in 7 hours into eBay last week.
I heard you say dripping like flies, but I know that's not what I heard. I should have heard. So what's that mean, that he is going to become a sole employee over there? Are they all sick, dropping like flies like they're sick, or are they are they like not showing up to work?
Sorry.
I'm still back at John's rib popping out of his body.
I've never heard that phrase, dripping like flies.
It's not. It's dropping.
Oh, so they're quitting, or are they all getting sick?
Yeah.
There's something going around.
I hope you don't get it. Is there something going around for the past 4 years?
No, something else.
There's nothing else but something.
So Jenna was saying that it's been a rough weekend, but I'm feeling better today. Oh, okay. Well, I'm glad you're feeling better.
And I hope, John, you feel better. I can't deal with.
Yeah, I wonder if he
said.
That.
Have I ever hurt? I've hurt myself to where I can't operate, and it's the most frustrating thing on the planet of the earth. It's like, it's so frustrating, and in fact, it makes me. I get tense because I can't get up and do stuff. And
I think that's
makes
probably
it worse.
when I see you. I think that's probably the only time I ever see you get really anxious is when
I can't. I'll hurt myself.
You physically can't move.
Yes, like with my broken ankle, that was a nightmare.
Could you move the scroll bar so we
remember
can
the big
see
day
comments?
when I opened the door and stuck my leg outside into the sun? It was a big day for us.
He opened the door and wheeled the wheelchair so that at least his leg could stick out and get some sun.
Our house is not AA compliant
Lag is so
or whatever.
funny. Can you adopt me? I hear you have a basement. Lag
Yes.
likes basements.
I'm gonna dox you.
So can you keep scrolling down some?
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
Multiple sales coming
man.
in. Everybody like, subscribe, and flipping ADC will get a sale. Thank you.
That's what he says. Are you a pothead fucker?
Yes. It's really a funny movie. I mean, if you haven't seen that in a while, go.
Dentacore, aloha. It's okay,
I don't puff the
you're
magic
late.
dragon.
We're fine with that.
What happened? All milkmen? I know that's funny. In Germany, milk is also on the packaging. Ridiculous. Oh, it is. They do say it's almond milk there.
And where?
In Germany.
Okay.
Our friend WTF, are you watching German in Venice at all? Do you watch him at all? He's in Germany in Klefeld. I don't have a good accent, but it sounds like that to me. Klefeld. And there's another town that's sort of like Klefeld, but that's not his, but his is Klefeld. Anyway, he's there visiting his mom, and he's been there for like a month, and he's doing like her, doing all her bushes in the backyard. That sounded weird. Or landscaping. He's doing landscaping.
Dripping like flies is my gamer tag. And Biff was saying the people are sick, getting stitches from poor knife decisions. And generally,
we're gonna find out. Here it is. Sucking. Good.
That's just it.
That's just it, Biff. When you come in there,
like
just
the
all
restaurant
like
industry is
ninja of
filled
the
with
wing,
that.
It's like you're gonna end up doing all the work because no one can compete with you. It's like overqualification, and the owners probably know that and are taking advantage.
Joni is gonna be off her scooter.
What?
2.5 weeks left. Yay! Glad to hear that.
Tell Joni the guy with the big glasses and his wife are happy to hear that. And I mean, what will happen then? 2 weeks
She'll
left.
be more mobile. You know that feeling.
But then it goes into the frustration mode, though, because
you went into then the walking cast after that, right? I don't even remember.
Yes.
It was
I had a walking
a big
cast.
blurry nightmare.
I had the big boot walking cast that I could take off and on. And then we switched to the tinier.
Oh, like the corset.
The corset,
for the ankle
foot
that he
corset.
could wear with his normal sneakers.
It was like having a tiny little Delia, or a tiny little goth chick on my ankle.
No, it makes me think of.
It was all laces and straps.
Was it a 9 Inch Nails like CD set that we had that had like a weird corset thing?
It was a collection of goth music from the 80s. And I don't know what happened to that. That got messed up.
80s or 90s?
80s.
Oh.
It was like a box set. I still have the box set, but the actual corset part something happened to it.
Oh, I see.
So I don't have that anymore. But yeah, now Biff is going to have to, now the people who own the restaurant are eventually going to be like, so we're just going to sell you the restaurant. And then Biff's going to be sitting there like having to run his whole restaurant. Then I'll go there though and eat because I'm hungry, by the way. Because my metabolism has turned up 4,000%, and now I'm hungry. I'm kind of like what's his face in the movie the one where he turns into half robot and then he goes into outer space to blow up the guy who has got all the people on Earth subjugated. What's that called? Movie? Nope, I'm crashing. Brain's turning off. Power down.
Okay. She has a walking boot but no weight bearing. Yeah.
Yeah, that's when you at least get a little bit. That's when you feel a little mobile and you get a lot of sympathy. I remember now. The first day we went out with my boot, I had crutches with the boot. And I was like pulling up to a garage sale and I saw something I like. And I was just like all flinging like Edward Scissorhands trying to get out of the car with the crutches. And I got there and then didn't have enough money or something. And two people at the garage sale were like, oh, I can help you. Can you, if you Venmo me, I have cash. And the kid gave me cash, remember?
Oh, yeah.
I was like, I'll run
nice.
to the bank. And he was like, no, I can give you cash. Can you Venmo me? And I cashed, and because of sympathy. So that was awesome. Love that. Makes you want to go break stuff more often.
District 9?
District 9.
That's what AO is wondering.
Number
Are you
9.
talking about that movie?
Number 9. That was a good movie. No, it wasn't that. It was, it's the one where Matt Damon goes into outer space. Or not outer space. Elysium. It's Elysium. Which is a super cool movie. And
Jody never had a cast, just the boot. Okay.
We didn't have I didn't have a cast. Just the
Oh,
boot.
right.
But it was like
but you had the
splint. I had some sort of no, it was. I had a cast.
It is sort of a cast. Yeah, it was.
It was a splint.
So
check
so the
this
day
out.
of the surgery.
Yeah. So I go into
cross-eyed right now. Look.
It's been a rough week. Well, we're going backwards. The day of the surgery. So I had the day of the surgery. They couldn't do the surgery because I had an airway problem. So they had to come. I had to come back a week later, sitting there just like completely dosed out, just like waiting for a week. And it was a very anxious week because we didn't even know if I was going to go back. I was whatever. So I get back in there on the day that the leprechauns go crazy, and we did the surgery, and they put on a splint. So it was made out of plaster, but it just went around like a saddle around the leg, right? And then they did ace bandage around that. So it wasn't like a full complete cast, but they did it wrong or something, and they wouldn't fix it. So I had to go to the emergency room on the day of my surgery.
So he had like pain. It was pressing.
I mean,
and he called the doctor's office,
like,
and it
nerve
was a
blocks
half an
and
hour
stuff.
before they were closing, and they're like, "Well, sorry, we can't help
Go to
you.
the emergency
Go
room."
to the emergency room." We ended
10
up
hours later, 12 hours
we
later.
ended up being there until, I don't know, 3 in the morning or something. It was pretty bad.
They put on another.
after such a long day of having to get up early for your surgery, and
Yeah.
then it was.
And then the kid that was doing he did a good job. So let's put it that he fixed the problem, but he just laid out all the cast stuff on like the filthy, dirty emergency room floor. It was crazy, but whatever.
I
My foot didn't turn into a zombie.
I did
or
say
anything.
something. I was like, why are you letting that touch the floor?
Yeah, so it was rough, and I do think it's because I'm overweight. So, and I was like another 60 pounds more overweighter then, so it was even more just precarious.
Biff, stay out of hospitals at all costs. I know.
Hospitals are gross.
But it does stink, though, if you have something
Yeah,
urgent. It's the only place to go is
I
the
have
ER. And even if it's not
supposedly-
life-threatening, but if you're like, oh, I'm just in pain, and they're like, well, we can't see you at the regular doctor's office, so go.
there's a cool thing that rich people do called concierge doctors, and we can't really afford that right now. But my doctor left his practice of like 20 years to start his new one, which is a little concierge-y in that it's just a small practice and with minimum half-hour visit times and stuff. So I don't know. I have to go there. And
You might
So-
want to reply to this person, because if the
More-
order hasn't shipped, they can cancel the order.
more overweighter is what we have to call it now. That's not
Sorry, that's just like
fatso
staring right
doesn't
at
cut
me.
it anymore. So now we got to do more overweightier. Hi, I'm. Are you serious? This is what you want to do during the show when we are providing entertainment and valuable services
Well, they're
to
probably
people.
like, oh, I will cancel the order because someone else will get it to me quicker.
Do you realize people here who are listening to us will go out of their minds if they do not hear us talking? We
You
are
can
doing
talk
this.
all the way through typing.
We are helping.
It will go out today. I can type
Okay.
it if you want.
It is on its way today.
Say thanks again.
Thanks again for
Wait, did you thank them?
wasting
Did you thank them a first time?
my time. Thanks
Aw.
for your
You know, and then
purchase.
when we were watching Jenna and John, and he was telling about the career he had with the railroad system, and how he was the manager of the department that took care of like customers' issues and calls.
Can you
and
imagine
then I
that?
thought that's why he's so good.
You're
with
really good,
eBay.
John. I gotta say, because I mean, but can you imagine Amtrak, the level of
Amtrak.
nuclear nonsense you'd have to put up with? I do hear they have great steaks. For some reason, Amtrak has great steak. True story. I heard it on YouTube. Must be right.
Okay,
Can I press go?
push
Can I
go.
press?
Please
Is that
send.
a little airplane? Is that
Yeah, it's
paper
like a
airplane?
little paper airplane.
Boom. Now, I never want to ever ever.
What is a bearded saying? Move that. Dear customer, every time you inquire about shipping, I've delayed your purchase another day.
No, that's right.
Have a nice day.
Thank you. Thank you. Come again. I have your money. You can't have it.
Um,
It is a flat iron steak. I've heard that too. Yeah, I've been watching the people on who travel, and they travel on airplanes a lot, but they are totally into trains too. And they fly first class. They've flown on that Abu Dhabi, like the 3-bedroom, like the bedroom in the sky with the shower and everything. They do everything, but they also do trains, and they raved about cross country on Amtrak. It's the
Interesting.
steak. He was like, I'm going on here just to get another steak.
wow.
But one time they had a diner car, and I think it was on. It's called The Deadhead. I have heard that, and they hadn't linked up in Chicago or somewhere and gotten the actual steak car. They had like a package lunch car, but they didn't have a steak car. And then once he got the steak car, then he's like, I'm coming back on this train just for the steak car.
So when there are not any eBay-related YouTube videos to watch, he's watching.
Yeah, I'm mostly that. A little bit of Figueroa Street, you know what I'm saying? Wayne
Adam the
Dykes,
Woo.
Adam the Woo
German
all the
Venice,
time. German and Venice all the time.
Trackers.
Little Tim Tracker can't always
He
watch
likes
them
the
eat.
Disney
They eat a
stuff
little
'cause
too
he
much,
grew up
even
there.
for me. Some people eat too
Biff
much.
was
in their
saying I
videos.
was working 10 hours a day and then in the ICU the next. That's no good. Yeah, that's not 10-hour days. I guess before.
Oh, just in the olden days.
Yeah.
Yeah. No. Well, and also anything in the kitchen. I mean, I assume you're talking about the kitchen. That is a grueling, ridiculous lifestyle. Unless you're an executive chef and you don't live that. I don't know how those people. In fact, most of the people die. Kitchen people who work in kitchens, they don't live long.
WTF.
I know why.
If a few more resellers quit, I can afford a 24/7 private doctor. Now, I know that you had
no
that.
resellers are quitting. I don't know if they are or not.
Oh, right. I was going to say, so
We don't really know anybody's quit.
Who
We
is
actually,
quitting?
personally, we do know one or two people who have gotten jobs opposed to reselling. But in general, if you quit reselling now and you're full-time reseller, that's not the right time to quit. Because we're going out. That was my point, was kind of to talk about how
Shopping
sourcing.
with Cheryl. Aloha.
Aloha. Sourcing right now is nuts. Sourcing right now. I deny that shopping with Cheryl. There's no possible way that this earth can deal with not having me on it. Well, I don't think I'll care at that time. Thank you. But
AO was saying as soon as an order comes in, he prints out the label. Yeah.
I would have, but I got to do this show for 2 hours, so I would have already done it. But no, you know what? On Monday, we decided that on Monday, and maybe this is a lie, 70% chance that this won't happen. But on Mondays, I was like, I'll delay packaging so at least I can show you a couple of the things we sold, like I'm 1 foot flipper or something, like show the things that sold. Instead of just showing you.
Commonwealth does that
And
too.
Commonwealth, right? And he goes like this. He does a lot of this, and he like touches it a lot. And he's like this, watch. He's like, but see this thing right here, and then you go like this, and he just Vanna Whites all over it, like this. And he's just like touching and opening. He's very
I think we get the point.
he's very fondly of his items, which I think it's a good thing. Check out this record, Mannequin. No, it's Monomania. Why did I call it Mannequin? I sold that. Somebody bought it. That's pretty cool. Look at this book. Sold it for too cheap because I didn't realize from the pictures it was actually a hardcover, beautiful book. And I forgot to charge more, but pretty cool, huh? Also, books. We're doing really well with these books from Frank Manchel, the film collector. And normally, this is a beautiful book, and you would charge a lot more. Not a lot more, but like $30. I think we got 20 something. But it is got lots of highlighter in it and notes because he is a professor and used.
And he also was sent books for review from publishers, so a lot of times he would have like post-its and notes and stuff.
Oh wait, and then here's a segment I like to call Mystery. Why did we find this on the side of the road for free? So it turns out that in Vermont, there's a corner over here that occasionally has a whole bunch of free crap on it, just like boxes and boxes of crap. I assume it's somebody who does maybe storage unit cleanouts or something. I don't know.
It must be. Is that it? Because
most of it's gross.
They did one last year, and it's like there's no way they could have collected all this disgusting crap.
But
since last year.
just this sitting
But
on
I
the
guess there is
ground.
a way.
Anybody know what this is? That's right. Don't be jealous. It's a Game Boy Micro. Ooh. And they're worth like $160. So that was free. Thank you.
Yes. Sorry, I'm yawning.
Why did that happen?
And he has such great I don't know, radar. He can just pick out anything.
It's not radar. I actually have to have line of sight of an item. I can't just go, there's a,
you
like
aren't
divining
using the
rod.
force. I thought
It's the force.
Yeah.
You have to know what you're looking at is what it could be, because when you're looking quickly over a pile, it just looks like a bunch of textures.
Yeah, to me that's what it looks like.
But to me,
and all I could smell
individual
was cat
items.
urine.
Yeah,
too.
I smell
And
money.
I was like, ooh.
Well, you're smelling pee. I'm smelling money.
And then I wish I had like a claw to like go through everything.
I wish I had that too.
Yeah.
I wish I had like a 10 function hands.
Yeah.
You found those little hands that are worth money. Those are super weird.
Weird little creepy hands.
Smell like cigarettes.
Tiny itty bitty little hands, and they go to some sort of
Little
dolls
cigarette
or
hands.
something. Oh yeah. Ugh. Something. They were in this old prescription bottle that had nicotine stains on it, and it reeked of nicotine. It was really gross. Deadhead is not the name of the train, LOL. Deadhead is when employees travel for free to their crew base.
Oh yeah, right. Okay. Well, this guy was doing that. He was doing the Deadhead. He was doing the. He was on the Jerry Garcia, not the Deadhead. No, but he was doing something where. No, so he was going across country from. He went. From San Francisco to Reno to somewhere. And he had to wait till he got somewhere to get the train hooked up. Was that what
Do you
John was
watch
saying?
Traveling Robert?
I have not seen that
Callie
one.
Deb says watch Traveling Robert. for
I
great
saw the
travel
one that
guides.
Biff pointed out, which was the Hobo Joe or something, and he died. This guy who was just like 55 years old. He looked like he was 70. And he just hoboed, jumped the train and hoboed around.
What?
It was and
How
YouTubed it all.
interesting.
And he was pretty interesting dude. But
Oh,
he
I wanna
lived
check that out.
a rough life. I can't remember what he called it. I mean, I could find it again. But.
Um,
Hobo Shoestring, R.I.P. Yes, Hobo Shoestring.
Shopping with Cheryl. I'm pretty sure that everyone dies at some point. That is true.
sucks.
We do.
It sucks.
WTF, you have to present the stuff like the ladies on the shopping channel. That's how it's done.
Yes.
Yeah, Mike
Who
Gerdez
needs
is
a
saying
Game Boy Micro? Look at that. That's right. Who said that?
Mike Gerdez.
Morty the One said it. Game Boy Micro. Morty the One.
Yeah.
Morty the One said
And
it.
go up.
What?
Up.
Jen knows it too? You guys! Worship me for finding this on the side of the road.
Wait.
Is that crazy, though? You find something on the side of the road? I would say that only happens in Vermont because it's not picked over. So the pile is there. He's like, come and get it. But, no one came and got it.
That's funny, seeing your reactions. So there are actually people really like them. Right there, Mike,
We're $200
Jen,
bucks.
Morty the
Or
One.
$160.
Morty the One. That got Morty the One to chime in.
Nice. I mean, it's...
And Record Crate, is it also a Nintendo game and watch? What is it?
So the cool thing, and it makes me want to keep it, too. 'cause
Basket
it's
Noodle, meow.
It's such a me thing to do. It's a killer fine for $0, so that makes me want to keep it because it's like this will come up, right? This is like $160 I didn't used to have. Now my net worth has increased by $160, and they have the top part here. So this particular plastic plate on the top is
And it has the case.
like the actual case.
Oh,
is
it literally,
something.
yeah, Game Boy case.
It's like this is something. I don't know what it is, like a IP of some sort, this case. And you can get the thing that makes it look like a Game & Watch where it's brass with like a red outline or whatever. It makes it look exactly like a Game & Watch. And then you have every single Game & Watch ever made. You can play Snoopy with a tennis racket. You can play the octopus, trying to get the fish. You can play with the other guy with the oil can. You can do Mario. Seriously.
Biff was asking if anyone's been watching Golden on Netflix. Goldin.
No. Is that about the card trading guy?
Shopping with Cheryl. Her dog's name is Stella Blue. The Deadheads love her.
Stella Blue.
How cute. Welcome to the American lifestyle. Need to amend the Bill of Rights. The right to be entertained.
That's right. It's important. This is what makes us. What's important is.
Does did you already answer Mike, who was asking if it has the original screen?
Mike,
think so. It
Does
looks
it
like it.
have the screen on? Original screens usually scratch without the cover.
It looks like it has the original screen. It looks in really great shape.
Oh, so you're saying like this is this the original screen, like this whole plastic piece right here, or is there a screen underneath it? Because I don't know. Yeah, Den Decor, I will. Oh, Den Decor, you know what? Should we give away that thing? I'm just going to send it to Den Decor. Should we just send him that thing behind me? Or do you want to run a whole giveaway?
Oh, why does
Because he sells that kind of stuff. I don't know. Maybe he doesn't even want it. Maybe it's garbage to him.
Ask him.
Den Decor, we're going to give you something just
I
because.
love that all of these people are like, oh my God, that's so cool. That's so cool. Like, sell it or, he's saying, Den Decor is saying, list it with it. I don't want to sell it price.
Do you want this? I'm going to give this to you if you want it. I'll send it to you. Just send me
Okay.
your address. It's just, it's a thing. I won't sell it, but it's a NASCAR, which I know you sell. And it's a Sunoco 2005
this is a
limited
faceplate.
edition.
So you take this off, they're saying, to see the screen underneath it.
I'm scared. It looks like it's stuck on there, though, right? It's your fault if it breaks. I don't think so. Look.
Oh, yeah, there you go.
But there's nothing there then.
Right. It looks weird without it. Like you're seeing just.
It's a faceplate.
Yeah, it is. Right.
So you're saying if you
How
look
does
at
the
this,
screen
I
look?
think I just broke it. It's worthless now. Look at that. If I didn't break it, now it's worthless.
Well, did the tabs break off? Because then you broke it.
No.
Right.
Okay.
So you guys, is that right?
No, the screen looks minty fresh.
Okay, so Den Decor will send you this.
Oh no, Morty the one says, "Don't do it! I did it. Somebody told me to do it." Yeah, it's fine.
No, the screen actually looks really nice. The underneath that. No.
I see the little tabs.
Yeah, Mike is saying if there's no scratches, it's definitely worth more with no scratches.
Yep, no scratches at all.
And
Mint.
You were able to get that back on?
Yes.
Okay, phew. So Den Decor will send this to you, okay? Because
Not this
your
Den Decor,
the truck.
but the truck.
We'll send you the truck.
Send us your address. Actually, we could look it up because he has a bricks and mortar. But if you send us your address on Instagram, we'll send that to you. And then eventually we're going to send something to Ryan because he keeps losing when things are perfect for him.
Oh, I know. I gathered. I have a little like.
Everybody's
going to
get something eventually. That's the fun
thing
part.
for you, Ryan. It's tiki related.
Yes.
Because
See, look.
you like tiki.
I didn't break it. It's on there good. But it did look like it had a little tiny bit of adhesive like up in the corner or something. So if I kept this, I would definitely get that faceplate that makes it look like a Game and Watch. But that's how we operate up here. That's how we cool people operate up here in Vermont. We just walk around and look for Game Boy Micros on the ground because that's where they are. I never even knew this existed till I looked through some pile on the ground.
Record Crate was saying thanks. I have a box of those games and watch units. I'll have to dig them out this weekend.
You have Game and Watch ones? Let me know. I want to see. I love Game and Watch. I don't like to pay the money that they're worth, but I do like them a lot.
Basket Noodle was saying.
I've got Donkey Kong and Mario Brothers right there, within arm's reach, almost.
Craziness! I paid $60 last week for this game. Now I can get $20 in store credit to spend $40 more.
To surface your dopamine needs. Yeah. Wait, I think Basket Noodle said.
Well, Basket Noodle was saying, "Oh, there you go.
Please
sell
sell
some
it.
video game junkie and go. Alrighty
then. Where's my money? I probably will. I was thinking about it because I do love Game and Watches, and that's the only reason I would keep it is because I saw the picture. Hold on, look. So if you go here to the internet, and then you go Game Boy Micro Game and Watch. And then so.
Oh yeah,
there
Mike.
it is,
Mike,
right
did you see Mike was saying the case is worth a lot as well? Oh, Morty the One is saying listed at $230 plus shipping.
Really? Well, here's a game and this is what I would want if I was to have it, and I don't need it, but I want it because it's there. Small. So it looks like these old Game Boy, like these up here. Like, see that Donkey Kong behind Chewbacca? Mm-hmm. That's one of these. Can you?
You want the donkey?
Nope, don't do it. I think everything will fall.
I think so too, especially Poke.
Just trust that we have a couple of these up there. But anyway, that's what I would get. Would be make it look like that, which is probably boring to the children, but to us old timers, it would be very exciting. And then you can play game and watch vintage. Then you can play all these games that nobody needs to play anymore, like Octopus Guy. And where's a good one? I have this one sitting right upstairs, right there.
It's right there.
Yeah, there's Snoopy, but that's not a good one. You just want these flat ones. And these used to be. I think I traded Donkey Kong Jr. to somebody once, and then I don't remember for what. But they used to have these at Macy's in the 80s. Like in their high-tech little area where they sold mini stereos.
Was it only like during the holiday season?
These were very holiday-y, yes.
Morty the One says, love gaming, my lifetime hobby.
I mean, these things, though, take you right back to the forevers. Here's the egg. Where did the wolf get in the chicken with the egg?
Cute.
But you can play all these games, sweetie. Look at endless 2D minimal graphic games.
Basket Doodle sounds angry about video gaming.
He said he owned a store.
Yeah, and it wasn't a good experience from what I could. Even from other chat on some of our other shows, but he was saying his lady son is a gaming addict. It's unbelievable, just unbelievable. I'd wager to say in the 12 years we've been together, he has spent over 40 grand on gaming.
The kids do it. I know a kid who goes like a week, takes his vacation, and goes to a gaming thing.
It does say micro.
Where you sit in the.
Mike said if the case says micro, I saw one sell for $150. Yeah, it says Game Boy Micro.
Just the case. So what I'm trying to say is, if you're having trouble on eBay, move to Vermont and be our best friends and pay for, and then.
That's so cute.
Move here.
Morty the One, seeing a micro makes the collector and me happy. I'm so glad that you found that. That's so great.
Look at I'm trying to glow right now.
I know that feeling.
Look, I'm glowing.
It doesn't happen with video game stuff for me, but it does happen with other things where seeing someone else's scores on those things. Yeah.
I'm not going to talk about it.
Delightful.
I'm just Kevining this right now.
Did you have the old Pac-Man watch?
Full
Biff
palm.
was asking.
I never, as a child, had the cool Pac-Man game or any of the game watches. And or Space Invaders. It was Space Invaders where you had to do Math Invaders where symbols would come across. I never had that. And then, yes, as an adult, I had the Pac-Man watch, but not as a child. And if you remember remember when I went crazy in like the late 90s, Radio Shack still had all their old crap from the 70s almost. So it
seemed like it was like going back in time.
It was. So I would buy like calculator watches and stuff. In the 90s, I relived my 70s, like for the first time. So I have like 6 or 7 midlife crises that are just staggered along. I just wallow in my own crapulence. Let's just face that.
Basket Noodle was saying that having that store.
Who's in the house?
Hey!
It's Major Win!
Wait, look, it's a different shirt now. 6 months. Gosh, Doug and Bro have been here for 6 months supporting
Did we
us.
even?
Thank you.
Have we even been on for 6 months?
Isn't that crazy, James? Wow.
How did we put a blue shirt up there? Is that this shirt that I'm wearing right now?
It is a Primo shirt.
It's a Primo shirt.
Yeah.
Wow, no one's hit that. It's the first time we've ever seen that, and you guys, a lot of.
I'm just seeing your first comment. Finally escaped from the work meeting and able to make it back to the friendlies. I'm so glad you're here. I love seeing your name pop up.
Ryan's at the gold hat, but I don't understand how the gold hat. We'll figure this out later. This is a mystery that we will solve, and perhaps maybe we take a little time out and make some more emojis.
Ryan's at 5 months. Yeah. Oh yeah, we'll have to go look and see what the. Wait, what?
Spam promises.
Look at what Doug just did. Doug and Roe.
What?
Oh, thank
You
you.
guys, an orangey.
That's so sweet.
That is so awesome. Thank you so much, guys. What are you doing? Bring the rain. Best YouTubers in town. Love you all. Thank you so much.
Oh, you're
That's
so
sweet.
eBay YouTubers.
I'm
eBay-tubers.
eBay tubers.
I always have a hard time when two words
These-
are combined
these
together.
hearts
But I
are-
can say Benifer.
These hearts are registering as though they're coming to us, but they're actually for you. So just reach out there and grab some of those. Doug and Roe. I hope you guys are having a lovely summer. And what it does remind me that we're coming up on a year on YouTube. I don't know when that is. It's in September, I believe. Because last September is when I started crying and belly aching over Daily Refinement. That was what got me on YouTube, was the Daily Refinement.
With
Rockstar
eBay.
Picker talking smack about Daily Refinement, but not really giving the whole story. And then, do we really even know the whole story yet? No. But the thing that we got from it was that we really are a really small community, and that we should just step up to help each other out as much as we can and share anything and the blah, blah, blah. And 1 year has gone. Did you just cry?
No, this
Thank
one
you
is
so
like,
much,
this
Major
one
One.
is like $50.
What is? What?
The
Case?
yeah.
How do I calculate the profit on this? This was 0. In fact, it was less than 0 because it was on the ground and it was disposed of. It was
And we had just pulled up when this guy and what appeared to be his son
these hot shots in
were
their
like-
pickup truck.
digging through all of the video games.
And they had a whole big tub, and they were just taking the tub to the truck. And,
And
they're
they
like,
didn't
we
see
did it.
this.
And this was on the ground right next to them. I was like,
I'm surprised they didn't step on it.
They probably did. This is probably broken.
Aloha, Josh!
Hey, Josh, I wanted to say to you, because I wasn't clear and don't really want to talk too much about strategy on the internet. But if you did ever want to contact me on email about just what I used to do as far as websites and stuff, I'm not sure that the way things work now is the same SEO wise and the way you drove traffic in the olden days, like 10 years ago. I think it's different, but I'm happy to talk about it. I just don't want to talk too much on the internet.
Basket Noodle was saying how like the video games and stuff are like legalized drugs because they're so addictive.
They're very addictive. I've never spent a dime on like a shirt in a video game, but you better believe that game players be buying those shirts like eBayers be buying promoted listings. It's like a fake thing that's not worth anything that they then sell, and they call it a revenue stream, which it is. I mean, I can charge you a whole bunch of money for nothing. But anyway, that's neither here nor there. I hope I was clear about that. Thank you.
Let's see. Oh, B News was saying the video game consoles are all going to be going digital download, which will force GameStop and Walmart, etc., to build back up on the old school gaming, which is why GameStop is opening those retro
So
GameStop
Basket Noodle,
stores.
do I sell all the old stuff now, or do I wait? Do I sell all the consoles? Games? I don't have a lot of games. Just consoles, hardware. Actually, we have a ton of games, but mostly older games, cartridge-based games. And the consoles. Do I sell those now? Do I sell the Sega Dreamcasts now? The Sega Master Systems now? Because they seem to be going up in value slightly. Basket Noodle says dump. Dump and roll.
Oh, then get rid of it!
Dump,
Exclamation.
jump, and roll.
Wait, I'm trying to see what is Beard talking about.
Morty the one. I'm going to order just a USB one because it's only $2 to test it, and then I'll at least know if it works. And it does work. It's got to work. Unless it was in a toilet, which it could have been in a toilet. Because why are people just putting out?
That has that weird cigarette spray it with something to cover it up smell.
It does.
Wait, what is Bearded talking about though? Because he's like the whole story. Seller bought items on whatnot from Chris.
From Chris flipping ain't easy.
Oh, he didn't send out. He is a cheat, then begged for mercy. He did this to multiple sellers.
Yeah, I knew there's
okay.
I mean, how you know that for a fact is irrelevant. I mean, I just never got any. I didn't. Why would I have proof? I wouldn't. So I never got.
Wait, but that's.
But no, that's
not
the
why
story
he got
I heard.
Kicked off from eBay.
No. But the reason why Rockstar Picker put this up on the internet was why somebody in our community was ripping people off, and there was proof. And
That's
it was
what
like
he was
a lady.
about? Okay.
I think there was a lady at first, and some other shit. So anyway, that's not good. That's not good. And I don't know. And so, did he ever even solve that? I wonder if that ever even gotten solved. Mike Curtis, I can definitely get just a USB one just to test it, which I'll do. And I do see a lot of them out there that are super expensive, but then I see them cheaper ones. And if you look closely, some of them are cheap that say OXO, but if you flipped it over, it says Nintendo on the other side where the plug folds in. So sometimes you can find people who have listed them wrong. That's what I just saw when I was going through it.
Doug and Roe, they were saying that they
5
years. What?
That I'm just ahead of you a little bit. Right there. Read it.
Why are you clapping?
Keep reading that.
We have gone almost 5 years without negative feedback and got 2 in 1 week.
Whoops. I was cheering for the first part of the sentence. It's the comma. I figured it was all good from there. How can it be bad? How can it go downhill? Son of a gun.
Because either they didn't read the description or check the images.
Well, I hope you get those removed through the internet.
Right, and John did a video, and supposedly eBay is supposed to be more friendly towards sellers getting negative feedback removed, right? They're not having people again help with that. Yeah. I hope you get them removed. I know people say negative feedbacks are not as bad as we have can 3 make them out to be, but I would be very upset if we got negative.
We have 3
feedback.
stores with 100% feedback on all of them, and
especially going into the holiday season. But
I can't say that the reason why
the ratio though.
Reason why we don't have negative feedback is, it's probably one of the reasons why we're not mazillionaires on eBay. Because we
take too long to do everything.
We take too long. We respond too. But see, that's the whole point. If you do too much, it's inefficient. So, but I'm not good at not doing too much, especially if someone has a problem with customer service. I'm willing to go bend over backwards, regardless of. We had
I swear to God that I'm sorry I interrupted you.
That's okay.
That the packaging
I'll never recover from this. What? The packaging
has saved us from
it has.
People giving
my
negative
packaging
feedback
is so
they see the
majestic.
care you take.
It's like a work of art. It is like it is like some sort of sculpture. Some of them actually are very much what I'm saying. Like the table we just shipped. The guy was mad that I was a little bit late, but I was only late because I couldn't figure out how I was going to pack this thing without it
getting damaged. Because
it was
really weird, odd, heavy, like the bottom
top of it.
The top was so heavy compared to the bottom.
So I flipped it upside down, put it in a wooden crate, put like 2 inches of cardboard on the corner of the table, very sharp, crisp
What
corners.
does this guy do? What does he do? He calls the customer.
On the phone.
He called
on
the customer,
phone. Do people do that anymore?
Had to leave a voicemail. And then also communicated through eBay. So he left the voicemail, said, I'll also be messaging you through eBay to have this documented. But then the customer, the buyer was like, thank you so much. I really appreciate it.
I got all 17 of your messages. I really, really appreciate it. It's clear to me that you are handling my
I would never call a buyer. I would be be so nervous.
Look, I mean,
But you just face everything head on. Which is
one
the way it
day
needs to be done.
shipping, and it was 3 days late. So
Lag got the voicemail. It was
sorry,
him.
Lag. Sorry about that. I mean, I wasn't sure it was his actual, But what was cool was that it all worked out in the end. But it only worked out because, like Linus Van Pelt from, when he sits out in the pumpkin patch waiting for great pumpkin, it's about sincerity. It really, really is. It's about how I don't want this guy to be. I'm very sincere about making sure my items get to my customers in one piece. Also, a $350 item, so I don't want to lose that sale. That also plays into it. Thank you.
The other thing I was going to say too is our volume of sales. If we were like
It's small.
James from the Great
It's small.
Reseller Life, getting negatives wouldn't really bother me because people would be like, "Oh my God, this person has sold 100,000 items." Like, of course they're going to get some negatives, but at this stage, a negative would upset me for sure. But clothing is.
Oh yeah,
I feel clothing.
we would have
is like that
emotional
one
diarrhea
thing.
around here. It would just be emotional.
The
diarrhea.
one time when we did get a negative, but it was removed by eBay,
Immediately.
I was like, "Oh my God, it's the holiday season! This is gonna totally blow it for us."
It didn't, though.
I way over dramatize everything, but
Are you sure?
but clothing, yeah, that's why I definitely
Are
want.
you admitting that on national television?
Of course.
Can we
I
call this national
dramatize.
TV? I want to call this national TV.
I always, for me, it's like
Ladies
from
and
0
gentlemen.
to 60 and like
60?
naked, a million.
60. You just punch that gas and you go till the pistons can't
in negative
go faster.
seconds. As soon as like one bad thing happens, I'm just like, oh my God. Ah. But that's sort of why I want a separate store for clothing, because I feel like clothing
You'll be
just
good
has
monitoring
such
that,
a
yeah.
high return rate. But I do want to. So Cinnamon from Curious Collections, she just opened her. So they opened another eBay store for Curious Collections jewelry, and she's doing it on a couple of the other platforms too. And anyhow, so yeah, that's sort of what I think we're going to be doing. I'll do the clothing and
We're trying to move to adult type
separate because
financial
I don't want to affect our other
realities.
accounts with negatives. Because I feel people definitely are weird with clothing.
Oh, right. No, they are. They are weird. But I was more thinking about just the fact that we need to just figure out the more
The
important.
Great Reseller Life, James. Aloha.
The boring stuff about taxes and how we set up our business and everything. I don't like
no,
that at all.
I don't. But is James?
No, you don't. You just
I
said
don't want
no.
to talk about it.
I don't. No, I don't. No, I don't. No bother.
I was wondering if when the Pee Wee's card is
When the
coming out.
moon hits you right, like a big pizza. Did I scare you twice?
No.
What's for dinner? I'm so hungry.
I wonder why the video game is
I'm
market
definitely
is
crashing now from my coffee pea protein.
Yeah, everyone's saying just sell that thing. Sell it.
I'm selling
Well,
it. Okay, I'll sell it. I'll
or-
sell it. Okay.
or sell-
Okay. Okay. I'll sell
or
it. I'll sell it. I'll sell it. I'll sell it. Thank you.
Well,
Look at this little baby.
right. Sell all of our other
Huh?
video games and stuff.
Jealous much for the free Game Boy Micro? I mean, this is like Prince. Like Prince probably had one of these. Yeah. It's so cool.
Record Crate was saying keep things that are close to your heart, and we do.
Record Crate. Have
sure.
you seen our? Did you see the video? Where I showed all the stuff that I love, which is right above my head right here. So I have stuff from when I was a kid. I have stuff. Everything that really means something to me is right there. The thing that means something to me, not like I have a car up there, but I have a little tiny car of a car I like up there.
Well, a lot
have
of the
enough
stuff
garages for
too,
all the
just over the years, either mom got rid of it or you just it somehow
Mom.
fell behind in your moves and everything.
Yeah.
So he did buy a lot of the stuff
Although I'm a
on
curator.
eBay
I curated.
to get back the stuff he had as a kid. So
I stopped my original Darth Vader.
could you
Still
move
has
that
the
a little?
nib on his saber.
John was saying.
Still has the saber tip. What?
Can you scroll down a little?
What?
Chris,
What?
flipping ain't easy. LOL.
Cash out, Ryan says. Open up a gaming museum or sell it. Exactly. Well, we've had a gaming museum for about the past 25 years, so yes, it's time to sell. I'm looking over at 7 PS2s. A lot of them in the box. Yeah, 14 Nintendos. We actually did sell one of the Sega Master Systems to our friend who was going to go buy it from a gaming store. And I was like, why? How dare you? First of all.
Stay perky.
That's why
Wait,
she
that was the
checked
wrong
to see
orange
if we
button.
did have it.
Sorry. First of all.
I have a lot of questions. Number one, how dare you?
And Doug was saying that to Beard and Josh and John how he loved their video this past weekend and the history of the photo. Yeah, it was good.
Wait, at Better Judge Reflect. Love the video about preserving history. Yeah, I mean, the show this weekend from the Pea Protein podcast on Saturday on Flipping Ain't.
They have their own channel.
The Power.
Rewind.
It's
Profit Power Playbook
No.
podcast.
Profit
No.
Playbook podcast.
Gosh dang it.
They talked about an uncomfortable situation that I hope I never get caught in because that would be frustrating as all get out. As far as eBay starting to get very, is mercurial the right word? I don't know what the right word is, but getting very sort of not great. And
Their AI is just taking down things that.
well, but they're saying that if it could be considered offensive to anyone, that somehow you can take down. And it seems like the early days of Craigslist, where you used to report your competitions items. And remember how we almost got into war? I almost got into physical wars with people. Not physical, like I would have thrown bombs at them, and they would have thrown bombs at me, but we wouldn't hit each other. Just actual like munitions. About vintage furniture and stuff in the local area and how just hardcore it used to be.
So weird.
And people used to report my ads and I would report their ads and they would just steal my ads and put their name, just plaster their name over my ads. And that was the whole thing. But it has that feeling of it where you can actually affect your competition by reporting their stuff as offensive. That is scary to me.
Wait,
Thank
it's
you.
the.
You're welcome. But they had a whole conversation about that and what, may be happening there.
Oh, right. So Basket Noodle is saying that you're going to see the. For the retailers to have any form of gamer consumer, it's all the retro. You're going to see the console manufacturers release the multi-platform consoles, and then the games are going to go for dirt cheap. So get rid of them.
So, but I wonder if the hardware will still. I mean, yes, games are going to go for dirt cheap. I've seen the writing on the wall for that forever. So interesting. Here's just a little piece of history. Back when CDs were dying, I got it. It was a really long time ago, decade ago, maybe more. And I sold them all. I sold all my CDs for $1. Now I buy the same CDs for less than $1 and sell them for 20. But there was a time when, unless you wanted to list each CD on eBay, I used to just sell them to the record store, FYE or whatever, and get hundreds of dollars, a pop. So that happened. And so CD prices actually have rebounded, as far as I can tell, for cool CDs. Same with cassette tapes, cool stuff like Motley Crue, that'll sell. But you can't sell a Ann Taylor. Can't sell Ann Taylor. Ann, what's her name? From Canada?
Anne Murray.
Ann Murray. Can't sell an Ann Murray tape. Save your life. Sorry.
And Marty was saying balance balance your consoles over time. Don't burn
Through them too fast. Thank you.
If
I like that.
If you can help it. The Sega stuff will stay high in price, Dreamcast and Saturn.
I got tons of those. I got 20. Well, I've got like Genesis, Master System,
Good job,
and
Ryan.
Segas. So.
100% feedback with about 20,000 items sold.
But they're cards. I don't try to take the piss out of Ryan. I mean, you can't. You got to maintain 20,000 items is 20,000 sales, and there's 20,000 opportunities for something to go wrong.
Amazon Seller 99 is saying hardly anyone looks at feedback anymore, and I sort of do wonder because you know how eBay is like trying to get you to rate the item, and it's like when you're selling collectibles like in vintage stuff, it's sort of weird to have someone rate the item and not the seller. But
it's not a.
When you go to Amazon,
it's weird.
I'm looking at the item, how people rate the item. Like, do I want to buy it? You don't see what they're rating the seller that sold it to them. So I can understand why people aren't really looking at feedback anymore. But I think they do in certain circumstances.
That's Beard says he was
they
in
do
Vegas.
on Amazon, I
They were
do.
discussing it before he released the video. Oh, Beard had like the inside scoop on all that.
Yeah.
Neato. You've met Rockstar Picker? Have you washed your hand yet? Whatever. Did you wash the cheek where he kissed you? I mean, that's not, I'm just saying that because it's funny. Hardly anyone. Okay, you already read that. Good luck. They won't remove any of mine. My package is a work of art. Yes, thank you very much. Silver hair stacker, woodcat.
Yes, packaging. Everyone's cracking jokes about that.
Gosh darn, we're so far behind. Oh yeah, my ass got stolen. Everything. It was crazy up here in New England with the Craigslist wars. And then eventually nobody could put anything on Craigslist because we would just take everybody's stuff down. Nobody could put ads up on Craigslist anymore. And it was the buying ads. It was, the picture of all the mid-century stuff I would buy. That was the things that people would steal and put their own name on it. And I had to track down who was doing it in New Jersey. And this guy named Big Joe told me that this local guy was doing it. And then I was all like, hey, local guy, a nice house you have over there. Wink, wink.
Do you see that James was saying
It never got that weird.
he's been
sort of
slacking on videos because he's been so busy.
James,
with
so
eBay.
busy.
He said he's done a little over $1,000 a day for 4 days in a row.
Oh, yeah. I don't know how much we sold,
amazing.
but we're listing. We're so busy listing. I'm not listy packaging. I'm not busy packaging. I'm busy listing. Which means that we didn't make as much money.
He's slacking on his videos.
I know, because he's selling stuff.
Yes.
We are also slacking on our videos, but that's because we're listing things in anticipation of being millionaires by Christmas. Thank you.
Yeah. So Morty's saying sell everything else.
Except for the Sega.
But yeah. Just go slower with the Segas.
And, sealed CDs are collectible.
Hey-yo, ba-dum-bum.
Long boxes are collectible.
Sometimes when I have no sales, I just box up empty boxes so I feel productive.
And then you open them like I just got a present. Then you seal it back up. I'm sending a present to somebody. Oh my gosh, look, somebody cares.
Wait,
Open
did
the
you
present.
see that Beard was like, no one stole my ass on Craigslist?
Yes, I did. Disappointing. It's true. I get over a dozen calls each month of people waiting to dump CDs. I get a lot of CD donations too. When you've got the store, I mean, that's one of the coolest things about having a bricks and mortar is people would rather dump the stuff on your doorstep than take it and give it away to the because they would rather curry the favor with a friend who, in my case, people would bring me mid-century items because, why not give it to this guy who will sell them to someone who cares than putting it into the thrift store and they might get thrown out, because people, they don't know what they're dealing with over there.
And
So that was the best thing
what
about
is
having bricks and
Snowbird?
mortar was free stuff. That's when you leave here and go to Florida.
Oh, the snowboard market has tanked. Okay, right, yeah. And Beard was saying several times seems to be in Vegas every time I go out there. But where do you see him?
I only had to kiss the ring, lag. Oh.
Yeah, that would be fun. Doug was like, we want to drive out to Vegas and go picking with Flippin' A and Easy.
And of course, yeah. Well,
And
I
then
mean,
Alabama, Bearded, James, and same with James. And of course,
Louis, St.
Burlington,
Louis.
we know a rad couple. They're so
you
cute.
know, all across the United States. We've got Friends. What's the Friends song? Oh, snap. You know what we watched yesterday? Why? Can't tell you. Bad News Bears. That is a filthy, filthy movie. That is so entertaining.
The little kids are drinking beer.
And
It's so
they
cute.
they
It's
say
cute.
words you can't even say on the TV anymore, or movies, or anywhere.
Yeah, that's funny, huh?
They're saying all the words, and it's this little kid. You can't even get mad at him. That's the guy with the big glasses lives.
Record
These are snow protective glasses. So because it snows so much
They're
here, these-
multi-purpose
yeah,
ski
I have
goggles.
tiny
and-
little wipers that come down when the senses moisture.
Record Crate was saying many times, I hear, we want dad's records to go to people who will enjoy and appreciate them. I think that's what so many people want when they, like with estate sales and stuff. I think that's often why people have a hard time with resellers, because they think that resellers aren't going to care about who buys this stuff.
Yeah. Well, yeah. I mean, I think resellers get a bad name for a couple of reasons, but it's not, it's just behavior, you know, because people don't really know what you're doing.
I actually was reading like a week or so ago in one of the eBay groups where someone said, sellers, do not be this person, where a reseller would go and knock on people's doors before they were having their yard sales and ask them if they could
This is hardcore.
buy everything before they had the sale. And
I've done it.
and they knew like the person that was having the sale, and that person was just so turned off by it and was like, I don't think I'm ever
they
gonna
weren't
have
turned
a
off to me, but-
sale again.
So both things have happened to me where I have approached a person, or a person has called me. I've gone to their house. I've gone through all their stuff and giving them all the information, and then they've gone to an estate sale company because they see that even though they're wrong, that they would make more money more quickly from the estate sale company than they would from me. But actually, it would be more money from me because I would pay them for more of the items, while the estate sale, they only come into a house that they can make 10 grand on. So if it's anything under than that, I usually won those arguments. But if it was over, people just had to sort of make a calculation in their head. Does this fat redhead dude with the big glasses, is he going to do it faster for more money? Yeah, you can make up your mind. I don't care.
I didn't listen to anything you said.
'Cause I said nothing important, sweetie, but I killed a minute, and that was my intention.
But did you
Thank
say?
you.
Right, and I don't know if you said this, but in this case, people posted ads for the garage sales coming up, and then resellers went and knocked on their doors. That's weird and rude. I don't think
You got to be first. I don't know. There's way. Yes, you're right. You
that's
are right.
distasteful.
It can be, but then also, you can go. I have stocked certain. I mean, we're talking 20 years ago, but I have stocked places that were having sales. You look for somebody to come home around noon on the Friday before the sale. They open their garage. The tables are all set up there. You accidentally just go, "Oh, I thought you were having a sale." Sure, come in. It's not till tomorrow, but take a look. Full truck, go home, millions of dollars made. Thank you. I'm hardcore, but
And I'm left in the car sliding down the seat.
sometimes you gotta do that.
I'm like humiliated.
But here's the thing: I do not leave. I mean, I can't say it's 100% of the time. Most people are very happy with my appearance. I don't think I generally talking. I'm not a reseller attitudely. Like I got to get somewhere. I sit, I talk, I chat,
You
know,
chat? Really?
yeah, I
Wow.
chat. I mean, everything is kind of like
You
making
are-
friends,
You are very
and that's the difference.
approachable and nice, and you're
I talk to people.
personable, conversationalist.
I love asking people about, especially if it's estate sales. I like asking about if a person died. I like asking about them or their stuff or like something.
He
you
was
know?
going a 5-minute conversation of a woman selling a used knife about Henkel.
Yeah, she talked too much though. Sometimes you get
You
yourself
brought
stuck.
it up to her. You're like,
She was
"That's a
German, and she
Henkel
was
that
just
has-"
like, "Oh no, we were talking about just nice kitchen stuff from the olden days, like from the '80s," and it was a good conversation. I was like, "No,
was
this is
just
a two
this
Henkel,
random
not the
knife.
one Henkel. It was
Just-
the two Henkel."
Yeah.
And the Henkels had worn off, so we were wondering how many Henkels is this, and then we noticed the Shankel on the Henkel, and we determined it was a full shank Hank.
Basket Noodle was saying eBay is losing consumers for 3 reasons: consumer confidence, seller overpricing, and online retail ripping through consumer discretional spending.
Will people still buy my crap? That's the question.
There
the
was
answer?
an article that Liz posted in value added, and it's in the news too, about in Washington. I think they want to do something in regards to all of the cheap crap coming over here from like Shein, Temu, and Alibaba,
There's
because
a
there's a
loophole.
loophole in the imports or whatever. Like anything under 100, it's the de minimis something Latin.
Biff Boffo is asking if we watched Six Pack with Kenny Rogers. No, but on Friday we had wine and we listened to The Gambler. That's just the song and watched the video. And it's a funny video if you watch him because he's very like, I'm turning and sitting in this chair
Has
now.
anyone seen Kenny Rogers? Like, I saw him maybe on something like 10 years ago, and dang, he did not look like Kenny Rogers anymore.
Well, he
had
died too.
He's dead?
Yeah, he died. His face fell
His face?
off.
What are you talking about?
His Kenny
Did
Rogers.
he really
lot.
die?
He had a lot of pulling
No,
in his
pull.
life, and yeah, he did die.
Oh, okay. When did he die? Maybe that's why his face looked different.
You got to know when to
He
fold
was
him.
dead?
Well, because I felt very much
Yeah,
like
okay, he died 2020, right.
the Gambler
okay.
song really paralleled
Yes,
eBay.
Look at that face.
Remember? It paralleled eBay. You got to know when to fold them. Know when to something. Know when to walk away from eBay. Know when to run.
I don't know how you
You
do
never
that,
count
but-
your money,
I don't know.
when
his
you're on
face
eBay?
looks weird.
etc.
I'm sorry. I am more
But
about
John actually lives that life, right? He is the gambler.
Wait, why are we going to see a lot of Kenny lookalikes on Halloween?
Just for fun.
He died in 20.
22. He died in 2022 or 2020. Ryan knows these things. He has all this
His
information.
He's like keeps it all in his head. He absorbs it and it just stays there, and he can just.
And
pull it
very
out.
important
It's like,
information.
let me go through the file in my head. Ding. He was saying too. He said he's usually not really social, but if he gets on a topic, where was he saying that?
25 pounds.
His wife can't pull him
Mark
away.
Curtis. He bought it. He
Yeah.
went for it for the $1 air compressor that crapped out at 25 pounds. That's not even enough to get your tire half pumped.
Was there really a Kenny Rogers rotisserie chicken?
Yeah, Kenny Rogers
Was
chicken.
there?
Yes, he
I
had.
know.
It was like a 2-year thing. It wasn't for very many years, but Kenny Rogers chicken was a thing. Yep.
Oh, Mike, speaking.
Yeah, the gambler was on the Muppets.
I don't know why I find this so funny. Speaking of cheap crap, I bought an air pump at the bins. It died.
Yeah.
It died first use. Have a flat tire. Died at 25.
You did hear me just read that.
No.
Right? Why would you hear me? This is thankfully we can ignore each other. You know how you look at the little piece of red paper, and then you look at the page, and you can only see the blue stuff because it blots out. That's how we are when we listen to each other. We just blot out each other's sound noises so that we can continue living together.
Lately, it's been real.
It's been really hard. It has been. The past two. Well,
He'll be like, I told you that yesterday. And I'm like, well, I said this
So?
2 weeks ago.
I don't listen
Well,
to you. I'm not listening. I mean, I can only handle so much. But we are working so hard right now, and we are getting so much done. So that's all we can.
Oh, wait,
That's all.
Ryan is saying Kenny Rogers restaurants are big in Dubai and Thailand.
Still? Oh, was that Major Win? Yes. So Kenny Rogers was the big red neon sign outside of Kramer's apartment, and he couldn't get any sleep because of Kenny Rogers chicken. That's right. That is right. So that is the pop culture thing right there. Kenny Rogers chicken. Is it still? I don't think they have any in the U.S.
Kenny Rogers Roasters?
Roasters. Do they have some in the U.S.?
At Kenny Rogers Roasters, fresh chickens are marinated with citrus, herbs, and spices. They slowly turn over rotisserie.
And do they kill them first, or they just oil them up and let them run around? Well, he didn't mention that.
Like with a lobster, you pick
application for a franchise. Application, candidate review. Don't think that'll take too long. Business plan and financial review. I can type one of those up with AI, with Gemini on AI, right? Onboard training, grand opening. So in about 15 minutes, I'm going to have my Kenny Rogers chicken opened up. And it does have sides. They have some
Jerry
sides.
Seinfeld is 70. How is this even possible?
How am I 55? People also search for Kenny Rogers. Are they part of Shakey's Pizza? No. Berjaya Corporation owns them. And they are Chinese.
Oh.
What? What's wrong with Chinese?
Well, no. So
Malaysia.
It's
That's
not an
China.
American company.
It's not anymore, no. Definitely not owned by Kenny anymore.
Well, yeah, or his estate.
What I want is locations. You could at least do that for me, internet. Why is that stuck up there? Look at that. Somebody's got some bad code. What are these words up here?
I don't know. But are you wanting to show this?
I got it. No, I don't.
Oh.
I'm not promoting this. They haven't paid me to promote them.
So let's see.
Our menu. That's not what I want. I want locations. Brand presence. Yikes.
There's only one?
There's one in like San Francisco, maybe. It doesn't really want you to check out exactly where it is. They don't want you visiting their stores, but they do exist. There are some. Philippines, Phuket, I believe it's pronounced. Bangladesh, India, Maldives, Dubai, Kuwait, Indonesia, Singapore.
Oh, man.
You have to go a long ways to get yourself to
yeah.
China.
Now everyone wants, yes, me too, Major Win, some rotisserie chicken, roasted chicken,
We're all
mac and
running to
cheese,
Costco. Costco
mashed
should support
potatoes,
this
gravy,
show.
roasted corn, and a big slice of coconut cream pie.
What's going on here?
Now you got me.
Just a mention of a cream pie.
Yeah, we did not have any of the Kenny Rogers roasters here
And that was
on the
nobody-
East Coast, as far as I
Don't
know.
hear that wrong.
Huh?
I heard it as soon as I said it.
Callie Debs, what?
Nothing. Nothing.
About East Coast Kenny Rogers.
No, it was about pies.
I want a pie.
I know.
Mm.
So,
Pop pies is my future, Lag says.
pop pies? Coca-Cola pie. I actually have heard that they make those. That's a Southern thing, isn't it? Coca-Cola pie? Sounds Southern. If it's not, it should be. Deep fried Coca-Cola pie? Come on.
Cake?
Did I just make that up? And while you're at it, create an Anne Marie restaurant.
Dr. Pepper cake?
Wait. What's her song with is she Summer Nights? No, that's not it. She does something about making love in the moonlight, walking beaches, something. I forget. But Dr. Pepper cake, is that a real thing? Dr. Pepper cake.
Ryan is saying it.
So that means it's true.
Yeah.
Well, if he's just saying it that way. Now, Biff, mayonnaise cake sounds gross, but I have never had a tastier chocolate cake than a proper mayonnaise cake with the cream cheese vanilla icing. And that's the best cake. I could honestly say that's the best cake in the world. But nobody ever makes it because it's gross sounding. Mm-hmm. But what's in it? Let's talk about it, Biff. Let's drive some facts here. Mayonnaise, eggs. What else is in a cake? Eggs, oil.
7-Up cake.
That's the other thing in mayonnaise. Eggs and oil. What else is sometimes in a cake? Especially if you want a nice, moist. If you want a moist cake. It's the proper terminology for a cake is moist. It's one of the few times that moist is actually allowed to be used. So, moist devil food with eggs and oil. You just put in mayonnaise and save yourself a step.
So Basket Noodle was saying.
Oh, Laura. Can we go now? Laura.
Was saying a cousin is in regional Walmart management, and they've been doing a lot of AI to locate sellers doing arbitrage.
Who's arbitraging?
Walmart.
Who's in the arbitrage now?
Walmart is using a lot of AI to locate sellers doing arbitrage.
Are they trying to bring them down to Chinatown? Basket? Are they trying to discourage that? Because it's not illegal, right? So we all know. I know that you hate retail arbitrage, but
well, it is illegal under retail law. That'd be a predatory business practice, same as if Best Buy used Walmart clearance or sales for supply.
Right, but if just an independent person is buying it, then it's okay, right?
The big players realize that if they can get eBay on the ropes, the rest just fall apart.
I'm down with that, and we're not arbitragers, but I wouldn't turn down a good arbitrage if I saw one. Wait, what did we arbitrage? We were trying to find the black, the hero. The Hero Black number 11, that we couldn't find any of those for $99.
Walmart is not in the business of supplying sellers. First sale doctrine was about private citizens being able to resell what they wish. It's not really about competitors doing that.
Right. I understand that they're discouraging the competitors from doing that.
Right. But the internet has been gray about just citizens. Right?
Citizen.
Short cryptic tales. Oh yeah, good point. Short cryptic tales is like, how would they do that when you can get Walmart return pallets? Yeah, good point.
Yeah.
Amazon too. You get the Amazon return pallets.
There's something to be said about I don't know how you orchestrate it all, but the difference to me seems to be a little sticky tape. So you have brand new unopened items, and then you have everything that isn't that. And, the brands and everything can just lock up. If it's a brand new unopened item, they should be able to lock up those items. But the second that they become opened or somehow defiled in any way, then it's is that the first sale
he's
doctrine?
saying yes, but now retail is seeing sellers as competitors. eBay is a Walmart competitor.
Yeah.
And Walmart returns move through a company called Jacobs Trading. But still, Walmart didn't. What does Walmart think? That people are just going to buy all of their returns for personal use?
Well, again, I think that there's something to be said about anything not brand stinking new is got different rules.
Yeah. Yes, that's true. Yeah. Big Dre just bought some more Dyson parts. Hopefully, I can fix the second vacuum I took parts from to sell the last one and then sell the rest of the parts. Nice.
Yes. Yeah, Dyson vacuums. That seems to be. I think Beard does the parts from Dyson vacuums and stuff. That's an awesome parts
Monkey
brand.
Did Walmart send someone to weaken eBay from the inside? Didn't eBay hire someone that used to work at Walmart?
They got a gift, and it was a horse. And then you put the horse over fire, so you burn them all up. I saw a picture.
Retail is blurring the lines of brick and mortar and online. Mm-hmm.
Okay, we're going to go now.
Okie-dokie.
Because it's 2:50, and we got to go. And then tomorrow, I'm going to do a members live. So we are guaranteeing that, and we will do that.
Nice.
What happened?
John's getting 3 pallets over the next week. All of them have Dyson.
Awesome. I hope you get flipping gets your groove back. You know, because you had a little slowdown there. I think we did too. I think we had a slowdown. I can't even wrap my head around. I'm not going down that, I don't want to feel the feels that come with not having a good, week or something. So right now, currently, I know for a fact we didn't sell that many things last week. But this coming up week, we're just listing like maniacs, and that's what's doing it.
Sheba B, when are you
Sheba
on?
B!
This is my first time in. Thanks
We're
for being here.
We're always on Monday and Wednesday at 1 p.m. Eastern.
Yeah.
Thank you for joining us.
Yeah. And then for members, he'll do a video like once or twice a week. However, he sort of poo-pooed the past 2 weeks.
But hang out before you become a member. Check it out. See if you want it. We do
Thanks
a little
for subscribing.
behind the scenes kind of stuff in the background.
Yeah.
Thank you very much. But
awesome.
this is the end of our show right now. You joined us just at the end. So we will be back on Wednesday to talk a little bit more about our week. So until then,
Flippin' Ain't Easy is on at
tonight
6 o'clock Eastern time, 3 Pacific.
is Beard on after that? I forget.
And then
On
Beard,
Monday?
yeah, Beard's on at 8 our time, right?
There's so many people.
Eastern
and then
time.
also, although it's already happened, Silver Hair Stacker's on at 9 on Monday mornings. Also, just covering Monday.
Beard on Fridays.
Beard only on Friday, sorry.
Oh, why did we get that mixed up?
No, we know, because I know he goes, it's after dark on Fridays.
Oh, right.
But I thought
Thank
there was
you.
for some reason
Thanks,
Monday
John,
too.
for correcting that.
Okay, guys, so I will
Thank you for
play
being
the
here,
one
everyone.
song that nobody can not ever be mad at because you just can't be.
All right, Shiva B, we are Monday and Wednesday at 1 p.m. Eastern time.
That's the important part.
This is Pokey.
He loves it when we're done, so then we can go out and play and stuff. Are we done, babe?
Yes. Thank you for being here, everyone. We appreciate you. Have an